Hello everyone and welcome back to Pokemon X. Yeah, I was just reading what you were saying in the chat before we went into the game. You and other people are in this person's TikTok comment section trying to convince them not to off themselves. It's not worth it whatsoever. Yeah, that can be a tough job. That can be a tough thing to convince people of, because when you get to that point of desperation to where you consider that as an option, you gotta handle that very gingerly, you know. It's a dicey situation. People are like, this is what you started your episode with? Well, mental health is important. And I value what chat has to say. If this is what's happening in their life, it's what's happening. We're going to talk about it. Ooh. It's a very hot day, though. I've been outside. I mowed the lawn. Now I'm back in here working on stuff. Ooh, buddy. Flame. High roar. Well, we'll go ahead and leave Blastoise out. Because Surf is really going to do some damage. I played around with my noise suppressor earlier, so maybe my microphone sounds a little less staticky. We'll see. I turned off the compressor as well, so my voice might be coming through a little louder and a little more clear. I'll listen back to the stream once we're done today and see. I was recording a Jurassic World video before I went live, so I always have to adjust the desktop audio in Streamlabs after I do a recorded video versus a stream. Oh, I have several team members who are fainted. Alright, let's head back and heal before we go any further today. I noticed that even though I don't get up and go to an office job every day, I've kind of, since I've been getting up days, I've kind of adopted the same schedule as everybody else. When Saturday and Sunday get here, I get real lazy and couch bound. This weekend, I was a couch potato. I didn't. I think I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, I wanted to stream this weekend, but I just couldn't muster the energy and enthusiasm to do so. I didn't even record any videos. Like, I just played Minecraft all weekend. Which, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. The fleas are really bad. I can't speak today. The fleas are really bad this year. We took my dad's dog to the groomer. The lady told me it's everybody's pets are suffering this year. And, I bathed them, but as soon as they go out to potty, they come back in covered in fleas. So bathing isn't exactly keeping the fleas at bay. So we just went and bought some really powerful chemical stuff and sprayed them down on the porch. Hopefully that helps. I always see. I can't speak today. I'm cotton mouth and blah, 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 blah. I got marbles in my mouth today. I always feel bad when they're eat up with fleas, and you do everything you can, you know, but you can only do so much. Quagsire. Quagsire. I had Pokemon Gold and Silver music in my head earlier today. I was humming some gold and silver music right before I came live. Sometimes you're just not feeling it, you know, and that's totally fine. I do feel a little bad for the people who end up streaming professionally because it's their job at that point, you know. And I'm pretty sure it's fun. It just, not the same. Shit. Why? Why was that a one hit? Why? I need to catch Gumi. If we can catch Gumi, we may add it to the team. Well, Tyrantrum is what? Rock Dragon? We'd be adding two dragon types to the team. Studfisk. I'm just gonna punch my way through the marsh. Oh. I don't feel like dealing with you. Bum, 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 bum. Wow, I could smell that chemical stuff from here. It's not on my hands, is it? No. It's not on my hands. Have way more motivation. I guess, yeah. Paying bills is definitely a motivator. Take a peek at everybody's levels. Everybody's broken 40 except Pengoro. See, that's how I felt, you know, for the past couple of years. I had all these grandiose ideas and dreams and aspirations, things I wanted to achieve so badly, and it requires an audience. You can't do it without a certain size audience. I'm grateful when you know, you and Lewis and whomever pops into chat, but like without a group of like a good 5 to 10 people chatting simultaneously, it's kind of hard to, especially with like the Twitch stuff, like the channel points and all that kind of stuff. They become useless if there's only ever 1 to 2 people in chat. You know what I mean? Really useless. And that's kind of why I've been so wishy-washy on that stuff, is because there just hasn't been an audience. I'll turn ads off, and then I'll turn them back on, and then I'll turn channel points off, then I'll turn them back on, and then I'll do that on and off. And I'm trying my best to manage the back end as best I can, but like without an active audience, there's not really much I can do other than just come on here and talk into the void, you know what I mean? It's just unfortunate that streaming it's become so prevalent in gaming culture that everybody streams. So media share, chat clips, etc., but you need a big audience. Exactly. Like some streamers will do like movie night in their Discord and stream YouTube videos in their Discord, and you have all sorts of clips to pull from. You can make like really good YouTube compilation videos out of your clips, and there's potential there on Twitch to really build and interact with your community. And I think that's what always set Twitch apart from YouTube, was the fact that it was the live interaction that really helps, you know, really helps keep Twitch in a good spot. But I don't know. All right, I'm going to use Slash. Let's hope it doesn't faint. Son of a bitch. What am I doing wrong? Let's try somebody who, well, no, you're fairy type. I dual blade. Hey, Shelmet. And I kind of expected you to take off, you know. I expected your channel to, like, take off and get a good 10 people or better for every, you know, stream that you're doing. But like me, you're just struggling along back here. Doing what you can do. Put me to sleep. I don't have any net balls. I have nest. I don't know where I got this from. I don't know. See, I thought that with me being older, I was like, oh, I'm old. Nobody's gonna watch me. Cause like, here's the thing. You look at all the people on YouTube and Twitch, and they seem to be like in their 20s. And neither of us are in our 20s, so it's like, did we miss the boat? I guess you'd be waiting on the boat. I missed the boat. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it at this point. There have been times in the past where I worried about it a lot, you know, kind of fretted. Oh, I'm never going to have any people. I'm never going to have any viewers. I don't care anymore. Streaming and doing YouTube has become second nature. And at this point, I'm just not even really thinking that much about the audience. Or audience growth, rather. I'm just kind of here, doing my own thing. And it's funny because you think, well, your audience will find you. They always say your people will find you. People who, like-minded individuals who think the same and are into the same things that you are, they will find you if you just remain true to yourself and carry on and be steady on, you know. But I'm still waiting for that to be true. Yeah, and see, and that's why I feel like I'm wrong about the age thing, because I've seen content creators be in their 50s, 60s. You remember that grandma who was in her 70s who became really famous for playing Skyrim? Or was it Animal Crossing? Or was it both? So I really don't think age has much to do with it. I honestly think you just have to get lucky. Yeah, the discovery system is ass. I never really bothered with it, especially on Twitch. Maybe 2 or 3 times over the years, I've set out on Twitch and I'm like, let's just see who's out there. Let's go in and look at some hashtags, see what we can't find. I've done that maybe 2 or 3 times in the entire history of Twitch, and I never find any new content creators I like. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't want to speak ill will of that, because that might be more of a me problem than a them problem. I don't know. I'm very picky. I'm tired of trying to catch Gumi. I'm going to move on. I don't know. If it was meant to be, it'll be. Que sera, sera. Yeah. See, I don't like that either. It's definitely annoying. Like, they need to be putting the small content creators first. Hell, even from a business standpoint, that makes no sense to me. Because if you're promoting only the biggest people who are already making you money, then you are narrowing that field of revenue to only the large streamers who already make you money. If you promote small content creators who maybe don't have a lot of viewers, or maybe who are just starting out, then you are maximizing the potential for the new people to explode. Then you've got another big streamer on your hands that's bringing in revenue to your platform. It makes no sense to me. Of course, half the stuff that people do in the business world makes no sense to me. None whatsoever. I joke about this with Tyler all the time because it comes across as very pretentious and up my own ass. But there are a lot of times where I feel like I feel like Captain Hindsight. You know what I mean? It's like, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? It would be a lot better if I were in charge. It sounds bad when you say it out loud, but a lot of times that's how I feel, especially when it comes to business. I'm just like, why didn't you do the smart thing? Why'd you do the stupid thing? I don't know. People have said that about me a lot, you know. Why don't you do your YouTube channel this way? Why don't you do your Twitch streams that way? I get that a lot. And I'm like, well, I do them the way I want, the way I like. But I'm also not a major corporation who needs to, you know what I mean? This isn't my job. I can afford to do my YouTube and Twitch however the hell I please. But Litwick. Shutterclaw. I guess there are going to be a lot of ghost Pokemon on this route. Ghost Pokemon are cool. I've tried doing collabs in the past. They didn't turn out so well. Collabs are tricky business because let's say you collab with somebody today and a year from now they get canceled because they said something problematic on social media, or something comes to light that they're like a bad person that did something shady. Then you're connected to that person forever. So there is that. Thankfully, I've never had that happen, but I have promoted friends. Years ago, I had a friend that was also a streamer and a content creator, and we were friends IRL. Like, we lived close by. We would hang out in person, play video games. Me and a lot of my buddies would get together and go to places and do stuff. And it's like I'm no longer friends with that person, so. And then I'm not friends with their friends, so. Does my Minecraft series count as a collab? No. No. I don't count Tyler as a collab. You know, Tyler's my best friend, so we would be playing games together even if neither one of us did anything online. So. And I did, right before you found my Twitch and joined my community, right before you came in, I was trying to play games with everybody in the Discord. I don't want to name names because I don't want people in the community to feel called out or singled out, but I did a lot. I tried to get everybody to play Smash Bros, Mario Kart, Mario Party. I think I did a few episodes of Golf with Your Friends that have been deleted. There was Lethal Company. I did try my best to make. I made the effort to like play together as a community, but the problem was that these weren't people who joined my Discord server because they found me on YouTube or Twitch. These were people I knew IRL, or they were friends by proxy because we had a friend in common. So it didn't really work out too well. You know what I mean? Honestly, and a handful of the people who are in my Discord, they've joined from like, I know there's 2 or 3 people in the Discord who joined through Instagram who have probably never watched any of my videos. They're just there because I either commented on their Instagram or liked a post or vice versa, and then they came on into the Discord. Because I used to do the social media thing, like as a YouTuber, I would promote my YouTube and my Twitch on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, you name it. I was out there like posting links like crazy, begging, e-begging, please come follow me, please come follow me. I don't do that anymore. I gave up on it, but so there are no actual subscribers or Twitch followers in my Discord other than like literally just you. Honestly, at this point, I think you're the only one that's in my Discord because you view my content. See, the user employs its psychic power to switch its attack with its defense. Ooh, that would be good to have because your cut's in the way. Goddamn HMs. But yeah, that's one of the reasons that I changed. I changed everything this year. It started with an idea as far back as September, October-ish of 2023. I knew that this wasn't working out. The streaming stuff, the YouTube, my social media. I knew that all of this was in danger of crashing and burning if I didn't course correct. And I knew that that was the case from my real life too. Not just online, but in real life. So I started the long process back in the end of 2023 of like, just weeding out, not even necessarily bad people, just people who never talk to me, people who never DM me, people who don't answer my DMs for a week at a time. I just weeded out everybody. And I weeded out, and then in 2024, I got to the point where I was like, I need to bury my head in the sand. Everybody talks about their mental health and talks about taking care of themselves, but how often do we really do it? I took the plunge. I got off of Nazi-occupied Twitter, said goodbye to Meta and all its platforms, really started to focus on my own life. I'm doing very well today. There's still a lot to do. There's still a long road ahead of me, but I'm good. One of the biggest things was stop listening to the news. Like every day when I wake up, I quickly scroll through Blue Sky, and the only thing I'm subscribed to is just gaming news. It's just a wall of video game related news. I don't see anything else. And my happiness has returned. I don't wake up feeling so crappy every day. I don't wake up with that doom and gloom over me every day. I did for years. I woke up feeling miserable, like, what's Jackass gonna do today? What what am I going to read in the news that dumbass has done now, talking about the president? And not just him, but all the other right-leaning chud monsters, you know. I'm so much happier not knowing what the hell they're doing. So much happier. But, I don't know. Like I said, whatever's meant to be will be. And I think trying to force stuff was my mistake. If I'm meant to go through life with only one or two friends here and there, then so be it. If I'm meant to keep streaming with just 1 to 2 people in chat, so be it. That'll be what I do. That'll be my lot. And the quicker I make peace with that, the happier I'll be. I don't think I have any burn hills. Alright, we're just gonna have to catch it. But no, I'm doing a lot better today than I was even just a year ago. I'm pretty happy. I'm in a good place. I'm in a really good place now. It got dark there for a while, but reconnecting to chat. Yeah, I don't know why Twitch does this. Hola, mi amigo. How's it going? Alright, I'm gonna have to try a different Pokeball. Let's try Luxury Ball. No. He didn't like the Luxury Ball. Okay. Ultra Ball? I only have one. How about a little crit catch? No, no, crit catch. Crit catch. Crit catch. Oh, damn. Well, we have Great Balls. I might have to rely on those. Okay, Goomy. Yeah, that's pretty much all Kick is. It's a dumping ground for banned Twitch streamers. You hit the nail on the head. Not that there's anything inherently wrong with that. It's just, it is what it is, you know? All those Great Balls and Ultra Balls just for it to stay in a Pokeball. Just waking up. I'm probably going to burn some more time on Minecraft this evening if you're interested. The weakest dragon-type Pokemon. It lives in damp, shady places, so its body doesn't dry out. I don't even know who that is. I honestly don't really know a lot of content creators. Like I said before, I kept watching television, not cable. Like I ditched cable a long time ago. I started downloading shows back in the 2000s, but I kept watching just media that I had on my computer for years. I didn't actually start watching YouTube for entertainment until like 2013, around that era. And I didn't start watching Twitch until like 2016, 15 or 16. And I started with Game Grumps. He got banned from Twitch and now he does gambling. See, yeah. See, that sounds less like a content creator and sounds more like a grifter. Sounds like somebody who's just trying to, they're specifically trying to get money and they don't care about the craft or the content. That's what that sounds like to me. But yeah, I started off with just Game Grumps, and I tried looking at PewDiePie and Markiplier and all the other content creators in their sphere. What were the two dudes that created their awesome Omega, whatever the hell it was called? I forgot their names. Damn, I forgot their names. I thought they were a little funny, but they screamed too much. They were screamers, so I gave up watching them. Then I discovered Calchop, and I tried watching James, and that's around the time that I started watching stuff on Twitch. But then James wouldn't stop playing PUBG and Fortnite, and I was like, I don't care about this stuff. But then I started watching Alex, or Immortal HD, and he was doing these roleplay streams in Arma 3. And then NoPixel came out with the GTA servers for roleplay. And I went from watching Alex do the roleplay on NoPixel, and he was doing this story arc where his character was dating a character called Carmilla. So I started watching the content creator Carmen, and I've been watching her ever since. I did eventually give up watching Alex because he just won't stop streaming like shooting games. But when I go to Twitch, I'm literally only there to watch Carmen. I don't watch anybody else on Twitch. I don't even think I'm following anybody else on Twitch, just her. But on YouTube, I don't watch gaming content on YouTube at all. I watch reaction channels on YouTube. They're kind of this century's version of soap operas. Other than that, I like to watch science videos where you learn. I like to watch unboxing videos. I like to watch videos where people review, or not review, but like open old cans and old boxes of food from like 70 years ago. I like that kind of stuff on YouTube. I don't like content creators as far as gaming is concerned on YouTube. Not following you, canceled. Yeah, I don't think I ever followed you on Twitch. If I did, you got swept up in the mass deletion of everybody else, which I honestly should go follow you on Twitch. I really should. I'm going to use a full restore. Not ants. Bubble bam. Polyworld's giving me trouble. Leveled up. Loud tread. Oh, the ads are finally over. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I pretty much just follow that one person on Twitch, and then on YouTube I like to watch a wide variety of stuff. But if it helps, then I'll definitely go over there and follow. Oh snap, we have a raid? Well, thank you so much, Metroid Catcher. I don't even remember the last time we had a raid. How's it going? Let's see. How do I... It says I'm a follower of yours. Is that the same as It's been a while though. I honestly didn't know anybody I didn't even know anybody in the Metroid sphere was even still streaming on Twitch, to be honest. Oh, did I give you mod rights? Yeah, it's been a while. I'm out of potions. Crap. Well, we're just gonna have to go with Fairy Wind and hope for the best. We were just talking about Twitch and content creators too. Give me a second. The Twitch app is not super user friendly. Oh no, Fairy Attack will be really good against Dragon. I'm gonna leave you out there. Yeah, apparently Floette evolves with, I think, the shiny stone we said in the last episode. We don't have a shiny stone. I need to look and see where we get it from. Oh, good. It's going to waste a turn with taunt. It says I'm a follower of both of you. Does that mean I'm following your channel or just following you? Like, how do I... Give me a second. I'm trying to work this out. Hang on. Following you now? I could have swore that I followed you back in the day. You guys may have got swept up in my mass deletion, my last mass deletion. Well, I'm following you now. That's all that matters. That's the important thing. Onto. Max deletion for what? Well, a lot of times I'll follow somebody, like, let's say that I'm on Blue Sky or back in the day Twitter, and I come across somebody who does artwork or they're a content creator. I'll follow them thinking, you know, I'll watch their streams, but then they either never stream or it'll say they haven't been online since like 2021 or something like that. And I'll say, oh, okay, well, this person is no longer active. And I'll go down the list and everybody who hasn't been active, just unfollow, delete, because I will follow so many people that the people that are active will get buried and it'll be hard to keep up with. Granted, I don't do that anymore. You're just tired of social media. I feel you on that. I am only on Blue. Well, I created a Mastodon account because my buddy's trying to teach me about the Fediverse, whatever in the hell that is. But you're not going to find me on Twitter or meta platforms of any kind. I left all that garbage behind. And it's funny because I was just talking about that earlier. My happiness has finally returned because I only look at gaming news. I don't look at politics. I don't look at anything that's happening in the world. I have created a bubble around myself. And I don't care if people make fun of me, call me a pussy. I don't give a flying fuck. I needed to protect my mentals and my mental health. So I decided to just kind of withdraw into myself. The good thing is I don't have to answer to anybody. I'm a grown-ass man. I can do whatever I want. That's the way I look at it. Set up your computer so you can stream today. Get it going. Yeah, you gotta create like a bubble for yourself when it comes to social media. Which yeah, that's the way it was explained to me. It's not just that one site. Yeah, and that's the thing I was reading. There's no algorithm with the Fediverse. Like, it's not like YouTube or something where the algorithm will show you around. It literally relies on people sharing your posts, sharing your profile, and stuff like that. Which I don't think I have any followers on Mastodon, so just kind of waiting on somebody to pick that up and run with it. I keep trying to get Tyler to post my Mastodon stuff on Facebook, but I don't know if that will help. I don't know if that will work. I'm getting more boomery by the day. My sister and I had a good laugh recently. My sister's like 5 years younger than me, so she's 35, I guess, at this point, and I'm 40, so we were laughing about that. We had to ask my nephew for help. We're officially those old people. I just recently started playing Minecraft for the first time ever. And my sister's trying to start now, but she's playing it on the Switch. I'm playing it on PC. And we were trying to connect up yesterday. I was trying to join her world, and we couldn't figure out why it wasn't working. So we called my nephew in here to try and get, I think he's 13, and we were trying to get him to help us figure it out. So we had our first boomer technology moment, which is funny and ironic because I've been neck deep in electronics since I was a kid. Of course, I grew up with VCRs and cassette tapes, but you know, still, I've fiddled with computers for the last 20 years. You figure I would know what I'm doing. Yeah, you were a very early adopter of Minecraft. You probably know what you're doing. I had a friend at the time who was like, "Oh, Minecraft looks so cool. It's in beta. You go to this website and you give them your $15 and you can download the launcher." And I was like, "The hell is Minecraft?" Little did we know that it would blow up and become such a cultural phenomenon. And I understand why now. Having played it for myself and having become so obsessed with it lately, I get it. I'm starting to understand why it was such a hit, you know? I would get my sister to play stuff. She's not a gamer though. She's never really played video games like I do. She's played some Mario over the years. She really got into Animal Crossing during the pandemic. but she can't play games. She's how do I explain it? She's a boomer gamer. She doesn't really know how to play games like that. But her and I have played a lot of Mario Kart together. We like to get online and play against randos together. I gotta go around this way. You know what? Let me use a repel. Do I have any repels? It'll be in this pocket. Yeah, I think I need to surf from here. But yeah, I've been burned a lot in the past few years by people who told me they would stream with me or said they would be around to play stuff, and then they just like fucked off and ghosted, and like you didn't hear anything from them for a while. So I kind of said no more. In 2024, I said, from now on, I'm going to stream by myself, and if I have anybody on, it'll just be Tyler. And since he's my best friend, you know, he's never let me down, but it's yeah. I see there's nothing wrong with that. Like, disappearing for months is totally fine. Like, being a quote unquote content creator or being a streamer is not something you even have to do every day or every month. It's literally a just whenever the hell you feel like it kind of thing, you know? We made it to the spooky house. Serena's not even here? Story time. It was a dark and stormy night many years ago. Lost, I arrived at the house and went inside. The lights would not turn on, so I fearfully looked around the house. Eventually, I made my way into the kitchen. There was no sign of anyone being there. I found the fridge. When I opened it, a faint light leaked out. I could finally make out my surroundings, and I saw the faint outline of a man huddling in the corner of the room. I tried to tell him that I was lost, and I was hoping that he'd let me stay until the morning. But when I approached him, the man suddenly screamed, "Stay back!" I apologized and continued to plead my case. "Please, can't you help me?" "I'm not talking to you," he shouted. I looked at the man in surprise, and when I did this, the man asked me, "Can't you see them behind you?" "A horde of faceless men!" Now then, since I told you a wonderful story that will always haunt you, would you be so kind as to tip me? If you don't, you might see something really scary. You're charging us? Even haunted houses aren't free, you know. You son of a bitch. Fine. No, get out of here. Oh, you followed on Mastodon. Appreciate you. I'll follow back when I get on there in a little bit. What's that? Was that a true story? No, you can play around in the swamp, but I think we spent enough time in the swamp today. Let's move on. I mean, we caught our Goomy. That's the important thing. Ooh. Oh, I won't be streaming Minecraft. I'll just be playing it. My friends and I are trying to get as much diamond as we can to build the armor. We want to go tackle the Ender Dragon, but we gotta, you know, gather supplies and prep first. I will be streaming when we do that. I'm just not streaming all of the little, you know. I didn't see the point in streaming me just being underground, digging through rocks for hours at a time, you know, hunting for diamond. I felt people might find that a little boring, so I didn't bother streaming that stuff. You hear my story? Yes. He mentioned a shiny stone. I want a shiny stone. Wah. My dad's older brother, that's my uncle, you know, lives in the Hoenn region. Okay. I guess we haven't been clothes shopping in a while. And don't forget, you guys can advertise your streams in my Discord server. Just put them in the announcement sections. Anytime you want to go live, just toss it in there. If it shouldn't be locked. None of the threads in Discord should be locked, other than like Pokemon of the day and stuff that I post in. But good luck, because my Discord's dead. I mean, let's do some clothes shopping. I never did like the skinny jeans. I know they were really popular in the 2000s. I don't like skinny jeans. I mean, more power to you if you do, but I never did. Wait, why didn't I change my shirt while I was in there? Well, I've kind of gone back and forth with it just being for me to make announcements, but at this point, fuck it. If I can help other people get their stream out there, let's do it. Because I don't think I'll ever be successful, but if you guys can take off and become successful, then by God, let's do it. You know what I mean? Here's the shirt we just bought. I remember in 2015, Tyler and I went to Walmart. And I was wearing a V-neck shirt. I was a lot thinner back then. And I was going to the gym. So while I wasn't super muscular or anything, I had a little more definition. And I remember we were standing at the DVD bin. And I was rummaging through the $5 DVDs. And Tyler was like, why are you wearing a V-neck shirt? And I was like, what do you mean? Well, what's wrong with this? He's like, I forgot exactly what he said. He said, no, ping everyone if you want to. He said, doesn't that, wearing that shirt and kind of showing a little bit of chest hair, doesn't that kind of announce your, again, I'm paraphrasing, I can't remember his exact words. And I was like, did you just call this shirt gay without calling this shirt gay? It was the funniest thing in the world. Oh, his face went tomato red. I think the only caveat is like, if you were to stream 3 or 4 times a day, yeah, don't add everybody 3 or 4 times a day. But since you don't even stream every day, if you want to add everybody when you go live, go for it. If the Discord were bigger, Like if we had a bunch of people in there and it was active, then that might become an issue, and then we would probably have to create a separate channel for going live announcements. But since the Discord is so small and there's nobody really using it, hell, I don't even use it that much anymore, I'd say it'd be fine. But I get it. I get you're asking, you know, to make sure it's cool, because one of the problems I've had with my Discord is my damn indecisiveness. I'll create threads, delete them, create threads and delete them. And it's just an OCD thing, honestly. I'm trying to make it look nice. I'm trying to make it the best that I can. But I think I've arrived at a point where I've kind of gotten on to myself and said, listen, Eric, you got to stop. You're pissing everybody off. You're giving them whiplash. People aren't going to be able to, they're not going to know how to use this Discord correctly if you keep making tons of changes every week. So I've kind of just been trying to leave it alone and not really make a bunch of changes, because I'm trying not to piss everybody off. But no, definitely by all means, if you can get people in the Discord to come watch your stream, by all means, post the link in there, get them to come watch. Like I said, at this point, it's just you and Lewis are the only two people who ever watch my streams. Everybody else at the Discord is kind of out doing their own thing, you know. But it is what it is. It's que sera, sera. I still have a heat headache. I was out mowing the lawn earlier in the heat. Oh. I keep trying to do it in the evenings when the sun is setting and it's cooler, but it's been freaking storming every evening. So if I didn't do it during the day, it wasn't going to get done. Did I hydrate enough? Yeah. I came in and I drank a bunch of water. I was drinking a Monster. I've got a soda. I've got some tea, which I haven't been sipping. I stay very well hydrated, trust me. Trust and believe. That's the youngins say. Well, we made it to a new town. Can I surf over there and pick up that Pokeball? How do I get that Pokeball? I go this way. Yeah. Hydrate. Ooh, I like the gym in this town. Look at it. It's really cool. Yeah, you think? How about we switch games? Would you guys be down to playing some Animal Crossing? We could hop into some Animal Crossing if you guys want.